Right, now funny enough, this isn't actually the first time we have spoke about mug drama on TikTok, and in fact, I remember the one that happened in Australia that we spoke about, where someone bought a mug, it had like strawberries on it or something, and they weren't happy with it. They thought it was too expensive for what they got. Well, compared to the mugs that we're going to be seeing in today's video, that seems like bargain of the century. Because today what we're going to be talking about is something that seems like it should be the most obvious scam ever, but apparently it isn't, because it has worked on plenty of people. In fact, this situation is now getting millions of views. But before we do get into that, since this is my first video of 2025, I do just want to say Happy New Year. Hope you all had a good time celebrating, doing whatever you did. And yeah, let's jump into today's video. So recently, especially around Christmas and whatnot, there was a lot of advertisements for certain products. Now, one product in particular was these crystal mugs. I mean, here's a screenshot of the first video that we're going to be watching in just a second, and even from like the still before we even get into the video, there's something that seems off about this, isn't there? I mean, it says mineral crystal coffee mugs, but as soon as I saw this, I was just thinking, yeah, looks a little AI to me. Now, funny enough, when we actually get into the video part of it, it's very obvious that it's AI, but you can kind of see the appeal almost, right? If this was real, it's like, oh, the people maybe like crystals, might think, oh, this is like a unique piece to get, it's a coffee mug, but it's actually these like rare crystals you find in the ground, even though the mug's quite cheap, so I don't know how that would work. Also, if we're going to talk about the health side of things, I have a feeling that this wouldn't be good for you to be using actual crystals as a mug, so I don't think it would work anyways, but either way, let's get into these video advertisements that were getting millions of views. And by the way, when I say millions of views, this video in particular, the one of many, 3 million views just on this. As much as the music is relaxing and the mugs look very unique, you know, it might be quite tempting. It's obviously AI. If you've seen an AI video before, it just screams AI. And I mean, I'll skim through some of these now. We don't have to watch the whole minute-long video, but these are the type of mugs that they were advertising, right? Just straight up crystal mugs. You can even see like the inside. There's no like actual metal mug inside it. That's the actual mug. That'll be important later. It is quite literally just the crystals that we're seeing here with like coffee or whatever else inside of it. There was also other videos that were even more obviously fake, like this one in particular.
Have you ever seen a coffee mug like this?
I mean, no, I haven't seen a coffee mug like that. So apparently this is like a transparent crystal, it seems.
It's made with a mineral crystal design, and every angle reflects a gorgeous, sparkling light. It feels so high-end in your hand, and every sip of coffee feels extra luxurious.
It feels so high-end in your hands. It's luxury, as they say, right? We will get to that later. And as we can see, it goes on further to say it's perfect as a gift or for yourself. It's stunning. And yeah, apparently people were convinced by this for some reason. Now, most people did clock it straight away, right? There was a lot of people making videos saying, by the way, these are quite clearly fake products. Like, don't be buying these. But like I said, like these were getting millions of views. And out of that millions, you can imagine some people were falling for it. But one person in particular who did call us out was a TikToker called David Peabody. And this is what he had to say.
Alright, y'all, watch out for the scam on TikTok. These are all AI generated videos, so this is not real. This is quartz, but then it magically turns into satin spar. Looks nothing like these, obviously. I'm not sure what you get when you buy these, but you're not getting these because these are not real. They're AI generated videos. They're only 15 or 16 bucks. It's very misleading, and apparently some people are claiming they're not even getting anything. Happy gifts, more like crappy gifts, and that doesn't look anything like an emerald.
Yeah, well, as he said there, he doesn't know what people are actually getting when they buy this. We will find out, but just to show you kind of like some of the prices here, like we've got this website called getit.uk that are selling these mugs with literal screenshots of the videos we just watched for about £30. I think that's about $45, right? But then, of course, as you can imagine, if you go over to AliExpress, they're selling the same stuff for £2.69. So at this point, it's not even a case of, are you actually going to get the product that's in the video? We clearly know you're not. But the question really is, just how bad are these products gonna be? Well, here we actually have a video from a TikToker called Simply Jess, who actually did purchase a few of these mugs recently, and this video in particular has 8 million views. And she starts off the video by asking the question, like, did anybody else fall for this too? And then goes on to actually show what she received.
Did you guys fall for it too? Those crystal mineral mugs that looked so beautiful on their ad. Let me show you what they really look like. Here's your amethyst mug.
Sorry, I shouldn't laugh, right? Because she's been scammed, but what on earth is that? And look, I already know like a bunch of the comments are going to be from people saying like it was so obviously fake, like you can't even have sympathy for people who are falling for this because it was so obviously fake. There is a lot of people who don't really know much about AI, maybe aren't online that much, and might just see an advertisement like that and just think it must be real, right? They were selling them on Amazon. But just to put in perspective how different the actual product looks like compared to the advertised product, here's a side-by-side of what was advertised, what people thought they might get, you know, something at least close to looking like what this does, even if it's not real crystal, even if it's just like some plastic or whatever it is. But this is what people received. It looks like something someone would make in art class, you know, like a student who doesn't care for art. It looks awful. But either way, let's carry on watching Jess's video and see what her thoughts are on it all.
If you purchased, these are what you're gonna get. This is amethyst. It's plastic.
Yep.
It's plastic.
It's not even the fact that it's plastic that's the problem here. Like, obviously, yes, it's plastic, incredibly cheap, right? That's bad. But it's just the way it looks as well. Why is it so big? Like, on the advertised picture, it looks quite sleek, you know? Like, yes, the crystals are kind of sticking out, but genuinely, the product that people received, it's just comedic and it's fucking ridiculous.
Resin with a metal...
Sorry. Oh, no. Look, I feel bad, right? Because she bought quite a few, but bloody hell, I can't get over how bad this looks. And it's just got this, like, metal mug part in the middle, which obviously isn't shown on the advertisements. In fact, apparently some of them were see-through, you know? They were transparent, which was crazy. Don't know how they're going to be transparent with these, like, metal cups in the middle. And like I said, Jess actually ended up buying a few of these, so let's have a look at the other ones. Okay, that's another one.
Rose quartz.
Bloody hell. Oh,
But
we got
the
more?
best one of all is the blue agate. These are not real.
Honestly, well, yeah, first of all, yes, they aren't real. They're definitely not real. But honestly, somehow that's the best looking one to me. I mean, again, we'll do a comparison side by side of what it was supposed to look like and what was actually received. Yes, still looks incredibly shit. Nothing like the expectations, but somehow better than the other one. And Jess even goes on further to say that she went and looked back at the description, and even the description's misleading. It's not just the pictures and the videos.
These are not real. Their ad is super deceptive. They are not telling you the truth. I went back and read the description to make sure it wasn't in the description and I just missed it. It's not. Their description says mineral, like it's the real thing. And it is not the real thing. So, you hear it? Hold on, I'm trying to get them all. Don't purchase these. They are the ugliest things I've ever seen.
I mean, can you imagine your reaction, right, if you actually purchased these and you didn't clock that it was fake and you genuinely thought you were going to get something that looked remotely close to what was advertised and you opened it and saw that? I can't imagine the shock. And clearly a lot of people fell for this because we'll get into some other videos in a second, but just on the comment section of this video in particular, we've got people saying stuff like, I'm so glad you shared this because honestly I wanted to buy the crystal mugs. We got another comment saying, I ordered one for my co-workers who's obsessed with crystals. I haven't seen them advertised anywhere. I just found them on Amazon. Now I'm extremely worried when it comes in. And we will later actually see a video from someone who did purchase from Amazon. But first of all, let's actually see some other people who purchased these mugs. I mean, this video in particular is from Sword Making Lady, who said, as you can see by the caption, y'all, they got my mummer. So yeah, someone's mum got scammed by this, which is incredibly shitty because they were probably fucking excited to see what they got. And then this is what they actually received. It's just got music in the background, so I'll mute it. But yeah, these ones are smaller than the ones we just saw. But again, they've got like the metal bit in the middle and they look shit, right? And by the way, that video, 4 million views. Like, people are clearly obsessed with the situation. We got another video from Marks8448 who shows one of the mugs that he received. And honestly, this one is probably the best looking one I've seen, which doesn't say much, obviously. But here's kind of one of the pictures. Here's another one, this massive fucking metal cup in the middle. And then he shows the bottom as well. This one's tiny by the looks of it, but also, again, better than the other ones we saw. And then here we have a video from Leanna Wood, who shows that she actually purchased hers on Amazon and then shows what she received.
On today's episode of Crap That I Bought But Wasn't What I Got is featuring this cup that I bought from Amazon. You see, I recently made a new friend and she likes crystals, and I seen this coffee mug and I thought, oh my God, it's a beautiful coffee mug and she would really like that. And I'm not the best gift giver, but when I give something, I love for it to be thoughtful, something that someone's gonna love.
So it's even worse because she bought it as a gift for somebody, and I'm just hoping that it arrived with enough time for her to go and get something else, because I'm not sure that would be the best gift in the world. I mean, it would be a funny story if you gave that as a gift and then showed what you actually thought you were going to receive, so maybe there's that.
So I ordered one for her and I ordered one for me, and I was so excited to give it to her, and it came today. Please remember this mug, okay?
Okay, I'm remembering.
What in the children's craft fair is this?
Oh, you know, that actually might be the worst one. That might be the worst one. It's like they haven't even tried. They've just took a paintbrush to it by the looks of it and went, yeah, blue line there, big blue smudge.
Whose kid painted this? I know you want it back. Someone has stole your children's coffee mug they made in class, and they are selling them on Amazon.
On Amazon as well. Like, do you know, if you buy something like this off maybe like Etsy or like TikTok shop or something, you might think, okay, right, fair enough, stuff like that does happen. On Amazon, you would think that the expectation should be higher, but again, that might be the worst one. I do think the purple crystally one that we saw right at the beginning is still the worst one, the one that was huge for some reason, but this is a close second. And in fact, Liana actually goes on a show comparison here, so as we can see in the background is the picture that was advertised on Amazon with all these cool colors, you know, like the textures and whatnot, and then what she actually received, which, as she said in her video, seems like someone's kid just made it in like arts and crafts or something. Like, it's so different. It looks nothing like it. And again, right, maybe to you and to me, when I first saw these advertisements, I was like, okay, this looks so beyond fake. Like, it's so clearly AI generated. I would never trust it in a million years. But there are people who aren't online that much and maybe wouldn't know. And if you're just seeing this on Amazon and it's just a picture, it's not the video, you would think, okay, it's got to look something like that. But yeah, again, nothing like it. And now it's actually started this trend on TikTok where people are going to thrift stores and seeing if they can find these mugs anywhere. And they're being found everywhere, it seems. I mean, there's this video in particular by Dog That Kills, which is an interesting name. And it's just like this slideshow that says, found the AI crystal mug at the thrift already. Rest in peace to those who bought them, and shows one of these mugs, which again is not even the worst one that I've seen. That's actually up there, one of the best. But yeah, they've been handed in, and obviously they're selling for pretty cheap at the thrift stores. With the whole like metal cup inside it as well, you know, the stuff that we've seen. How much is that? $159. So yeah, they're just trying to get rid of them at this point. There was also another video I found from a TikToker called Six Colored Fox, who says that they actually found these mugs at Goodwill. Look at the state of that, man. So yeah, look, right, people are just getting rid of them. They're receiving them, being like, what on earth is this? And getting rid of them. So yeah, like I said at the beginning of the video, after seeing these products that people were receiving, the strawberry mug that we saw that might have been a bit expensive before, it was like a personalized mug, that seems like bargain of the century. And even though it might seem like the advertisements are clearly fake, the fact that people are actually allowed to do that and use AI video to advertise something and just give you a completely different product and just lie for the skin of their teeth, and they're able to do that, that is crazy to me. As when AI gets better and better as well, it's going to become even worse, because a lot of these videos are going to be harder and harder to tell if they're AI, right, as it gets better. So that is pretty worrying, because it's already tricking people, clearly. But yeah, I would love to know your thoughts in the comment section down below on everything that we spoke about in today's video. If you did enjoy, leave a like, subscribe, all that stuff. And yeah, until the next one, I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, goodbye.